Alright, welcome to College Sports Check Basketball Scoreboard March Madness Update. On a little early due to scheduling, but catch this on demand at Spreaker.com, #sports, CommunityRadioLI.com, and on demand. So this is the March Madness Update. First, we got some scores from over the weekend. We're going to bang that out, and then we have the schedule lined up for what's coming up for the March Madness starting today. So we'll get that rolling as well. All right, starting from Friday, we got Villanova, which defeated Seton Hall 55-53. Arizona, number 7 Arizona defeating number 3 UCLA 86-75. Number 5 Oregon defeating California 73-65. Number 14 Duke over number 6 North Carolina 93-83. Number 8 Kentucky defeating Georgia 71-60. Number 11 West Virginia over Kansas State 51-50. Number 12 SMU defeating East Carolina 81-77. Number 13 Purdue over Michigan 74. Actually, Michigan defeats Purdue 74-70 in overtime. Number 15 Cincinnati over Tulsa 80-61. Number 22 Notre Dame over number 16 Florida State 77-73. Vanderbilt defeating Florida 72-62. Number 17 ranked Florida. Number 23 Iowa State defeating TCU 84-63. Number 24 Wisconsin defeats Indiana 74-60. Northwestern over number 25 Maryland 72-64. Davidson over Dayton 73-67. Texas Arlington defeating Coastal Carolina 74-51. Minnesota over Michigan State 63-58. Texas State over Louisiana Monroe 63-51. Marshall over Louisiana Tech 93-77. Texas Southern over Grambling 62-57. Alabama over South Carolina 64-53. Akron over Ball State 74-70. Some more scores from Friday. Georgia State defeats Louisiana 86-76. VCU over George Mason 71-60. New Orleans over Sam Houston State 73-63. We have North Carolina Central defeating Maryland Eastern Shore 77-49. Kent State over Ohio 68-66. Troy over Georgia Southern 90-70. Texas A&M CC defeating Stephen F. Austin 77-69. Norfolk State over Howard 68-53. Richmond over George Washington 72-67. North Dakota defeating Idaho 69-64. Cal State Bakersfield over Utah Valley 81-80 in quadruple OT. Creighton defeating Xavier 75-72. Alcorn State over Southern University 81-59. Connecticut over Houston 74-65. Arkansas over Ole Miss 73-72. UC Irvine over Long Beach State 62-57. Nevada over Fresno State 83-72. All right. We also have Weber State defeating Eastern Washington 80-72. New Mexico State over UMKC 78-60. UC Davis over Cal State Fullerton 66-64. Colorado over San Diego State 71-63. And those are the scores from Friday. Saturday, 26 games on 46 on Saturday, 26 on Sunday, 6 on Sunday, and then Monday there was 1. Here it is. Saturday, we have second place Villanova defeating Creighton 74-60. Arizona over Oregon 83-80. Kentucky over Alabama 79-74. Oregon 5th place, Arizona 7. Kentucky 8. And then number 23 Iowa State defeating number 11 West Virginia 80-74. Number 12 SMU defeating Central Florida 70-59. Number 14 Duke over number 22 Notre Dame 75-69. Cincinnati over Connecticut 81-71. Number 24 Wisconsin over Northwestern 76-48. Vermont defeats Albany 56-53. Texas State over Texas Arlington 83-62. Rhode Island over Davidson 84-60. Michigan over Minnesota 84-77. North Carolina Central over Norfolk State 67-59. Princeton over Penn 72-64 in OT. Troy over Georgia State 74-63. Arkansas over Vanderbilt 76-62. VCU over Richmond Richmond 87-77 in overtime. Yale over Harvard 73-71. Nevada defeats Colorado State 79-71. Rest of the scores from Saturday: Texas Southern defeating Elkhorn State 53-50. Kent State over Akron 70-65. Middle Tennessee over Marshall 83-72. North Dakota over Weber State 93-89 in OT. New Orleans over Texas A&M CC 68-65 in OT. New Mexico State over Cal State Bakersfield 70-60. UC Davis over UC Irvine 52-47. And those are the scores from Saturday. Sunday's scores: 6 games on Sunday. Monday wraps up the regular season. Number 8, Kentucky defeating Arkansas 82-65. Number 12, SMU defeats number 15, Cincinnati 71-56. Michigan over number 24, Wisconsin 71-56. Princeton over Yale 71-59. Rhode Island over VCU 70-63. Troy over Texas State 59-53. And those are the Sunday scores. And the one game from yesterday was Liberty and Norfolk State and Liberty University. Liberty University wins this one 73-64. And those are the scores from the weekend. And that wraps up the regular season. Now, let's take a look what's going on, because March Madness starts today. All right, so 2 games on tap for today, and here it is. We got New Orleans versus Mount St. Mary's. That's going to be at 6:40 tonight on True TV. Now, it says like a bunch of games, so we're going to bang out the schedule. Friday we'll be back with the scores, all right? We'll do that way. And so New Orleans and Mount St. Mary's, 6:40 tonight on True TV. Then we have Wake Forest taking on Kansas State. That's also on True TV at 9:10. Both games being played at the University of Dayton Arena in Dayton, Ohio. Now, Wednesday, March 15th, it's going to be, here we go, 2 games for Wednesday. I'll be tomorrow, UC Davis and North Carolina Central, 6:40 on True TV. And then USC takes on Providence, 9:10, also on True TV, also in Dayton, Ohio. Then Thursday, 16 games ready for Thursday. All right, here we go. So it's Princeton taking on Notre Dame. That's going to be at 12:15 in the afternoon, CBS, out in Buffalo, KeyBank Center. Then we have at 12:40, it's going to be UNC Wilmington taking on Virginia. The Princeton and Notre Dame game on CBS at 12:15. At UNC Wilmington and Virginia, 12:40 on True TV. That game being played down in Orlando. Then we have Winthrop there versus Butler, 1:30 on TNT from Milwaukee. Then we have South Dakota State versus Gonzaga, 2 o'clock on TBS. Then Bucknell versus West Virginia, 2:45 on CBS. Then it's East Tennessee State and Florida, 3:10 on True TV. Middle Tennessee and Minnesota, 4 p.m. on TNT. All right. All right, now Vanderbilt takes on Northwestern, TBS at 4:30. Xavier and Maryland at 6:50 on TNT. These are all for Thursday. One game to be determined, it's Villanova, and the other team to be determined still at 7:10 CBS. 7:20 is VCU and St. Mary's on TBS. Then it's Vermont and Purdue, 7:27 on True TV. Florida Gulf Coast and Florida State, 9:20 on TNT. Virginia Tech and Wisconsin, 9:40 CBS. North Dakota and Arizona, 9:50 TBS. Nevada and Iowa State at 9:57 True TV. And that wraps up for Thursday. Now for Friday. Here's Fridays. We have Oklahoma State and Michigan, 12:15 CBS from Indianapolis at the Bankers Life Fieldhouse. New Mexico State and Baylor, 12:40 True TV out in Tulsa. Seton Hall and Arkansas, 1:30 TNT. Iona and Oregon, 2 o'clock TBS. That game's being played out in Sacramento. Jacksonville State and Louisville, 2:45 on CBS. SMU and another team to be determined, 3:10 on True TV. Texas Southern taking on North Carolina, 4 o'clock TNT. These are Fridays now, all Fridays. Rhode Island taking on Creighton, 4:30 TBS. Another game here waiting for the other team, Kansas, 6:50 TNT. Wichita State and Dayton, 7:10 on CBS. Oh boy, I got two of my favorite teams right here. This is a tough one. Troy and Duke at 7:20 on TBS. And now we have Cincinnati also waiting for the other team, Sacramento. Since that's a 7:27 game on Friday, also on True TV. All right. Michigan State and Miami, Florida, 9:20 TNT. North Kentucky and Kentucky, 9:40 on CBS. Then it's Marquette and South Carolina, 9:50 on TBS. Kent State and UCLA at 9:57 on True TV. So there it is. Score update on Friday at 7:25 p.m. Eastern. Online, also on demand, so you can check in anytime. All right, Spreaker.com and Long Island's Community Radio, CommunityRadioLI.com. All right, so there you go. Thank you for tuning in from the Skybox Podcast Center. This is Manny A, and this is the College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard March Madness Update.